Hmm. So we read two paragraphs, as you said. From paragraph 3, the writer starts giving examples. The first example about the typical American woman the writer gives is Beth Conant. She is 16-year-old high school girl. She lives with her mother and stepfather in a rich town. She has five brothers, four older, one younger. Her mother is a librarian and her stepfather is a stockbroker, one who works in share company. She is a junior class high school student in a very high class high school. And Beth Conant wants to study drama when she reaches college. She wants to join Yale University. She wants to act in theater in England for some time, and then she wants to come back and live her life in New York. She wants to start her career in acting. She wants to buy her own house, and she also wants to do a second job. And she wants to make a great life. What's the life? Independent, where she can have everything she wants, like furniture and everything. And she says that by the time she is 30 years old, she will get married and she will have her first baby only when she is 35-year old, right? But she says that maybe I may marry before I have a child, or I may have a child before I'm married, right? She also wants to have a house in the countryside. How will she manage all this? She says that her husband will share responsibilities. For example, she and her husband together will take care of the baby, right? And she says that if she can't manage time, she won't have a child. And then she says that first she will work, earn some money, and then only have children. And then finally, she will become a producer, film producer. She will become a film producer and she will produce one movie per year. Look how ideal that dream is. Second example is that of Amy Morrison. She's a weak, black, 15-year-old high school student who lives in the city of Ohio. Now, her mother has a part time job, and her father works for a local art museum. And Amy Morrison plans to go to medical school and she wants to become a surgeon. Morrison does not want to marry before having a good, secure job. And she says that although I will not marry, but I may live in relationship with someone. And when you ask, when will you have children? She says, not sure. But she says, before I have children, I want to be successful, make some money, and have some cars, right? Her original plan was to become doctor. Why? She thought if you're a doctor, you can earn a lot of money. But now she's studying medicine. Third example is that of Jack Ma. Jacqueline Gonzalez. She is a quite self-possessed 19-year-old Mexican American woman who is who studies in a government college, not private college, in South California. Jacqueline Gonzalez describes her father as a self-employed contractor, ठेकेदार, and mother as a housewife. Jacqueline is the second youngest of 6 children by her parents, and she is the first child in her family to go to college. She has 4 brothers and 1 sister. Only her sister has finished high school. Now, her aim in life is to go to law college and then become a lawyer. And then she says that at last I'll marry and have 1 or 2 children. She says she will work, she will make professional achievement, and she will have upper middle class lifestyle. That's her plan for the future. Now, in the past, American women thought that the end and purpose of their life is marriage. But now today, new American women do not see marriage as important. They do not think that their identity is created by a husband. These new American women think that their life is more important. Their self-realization is more important than getting married. So they plan to have their own identity separate from husband. For them, intimacy and identity are different. They want to be famous before they get married. They want to decide who they are before they get married. They want to marry a man only after they have a job, money, wealth, and their own identity in society. Their intention is to make their own way in the world. They want to be the master of their future before having a relationship with a man. Young women in America today, they not only come from upper middle class, like Beth Conant. Beth Conant comes from upper middle class, or middle class, like Amy Morrison, or working class, like Jacqueline Gonzalez. But one thing is common among all these women. All of them want material success in their life. All of these women believe that they can be successful in life if they work hard. All of these women want to get prestigious jobs, want to get best paying jobs. They do not want to be teachers and nurses like traditional women. They want to be workers in bank. They want to be workers in computer company. They want to have their own house. They want to have a nice car. They want to buy good clothes for their children. They want to date with a nice boyfriend, but not get married. They don't see marriage as important. For them, work is important. There is another young 17-year-old black unmarried mother. She has a child. This 17-year-old black unmarried mother of a child plans to be a professional model in future. She dreams to have a lot of money in future. She dreams to be very rich in future. She plans to have a second child as well. And when you ask, will you marry? She says, I don't know. Look, she has a baby, but she thinks, I don't know if I'll marry. Marriage is not in their mind. Here is another 18-year-old Hispanic unmarried mother. She says that she will be her own boss in a large company, and she will have a beautiful home, and she will send her daughter to best school, and she will have a lot of money. These American women are bright, thoughtful, personable, and they are quintessentially American, basically American. How are they? How are the American people? They are American because all these young women, all these young women, all of them believe that if you do hard work, you can achieve anything in life. Every American woman believes that if you do hard work, you can achieve anything in life. Okay. These women come from high class, middle class, low class, poor class, but all of them have imagination of being rich, imagination of having comfortable life, imagination of achieving personal choices, imagination of getting material possessions in their life. Upper middle class woman dreams to go more upper middle class. Middle class, working class women look to go to higher status, and they want to have virtually everything. Some of these women come from very, very poor families, and they have many other problems in their life, and though they want success in life, but it seems that some of them can't get their dream in life. These young women are true believers. Who is a true believer? True believers are those people who are fully committed to an idea or a way of life, or are jealous promoters of a particular cause. As true believers, these women imagine their bright future. As true believers, these women imagine their bright future. What do they see in their future? They see themselves as professional women. They see themselves dressed in handsome clothes. They see themselves carrying a briefcase to work. They see themselves coming home to a comfortable house. They see themselves having a loving and caring husband. They see themselves having a couple of well-behaved children. This is their imagination, their dream of the bright future. Okay. Some of these women are so poor or have so many problems that it seems that there is no chance for them to achieve their dream of bright future. For example, we have one woman whose name is Simone Baker. Look at her dream. She's a dynamic, bright 18-year-old black woman from Louisiana. Her mother is a tailor. Her father is a drug addict. She herself, Simone herself, started taking drug when he was just 5 years old. Simone goes in and comes out of drug abuse facilities. She attended to school and passed from class to class, but she cannot read and cannot write. And when you ask her to Simone, Simone, what is your dream of future? She says, I want to be a model. I want to have a jacuzzi in my home. I want to have a big, big house, a big family, 3 girls, 2 children. And she says, I want to marry a lawyer. I want a responsible husband, hard-working husband, who is very sensitive to our feeling, who will do 50-50 work. And he will take boys to play, and I will take girls in the kitchen and cook. Look at her dream. This is an impossible dream because of our situation. Simone's dream is a mixture of the old and new American dream. Why old dream? Because she says, I'll marry, have 5 children, husband will work, I'll stay home and cook. Why new dream? Because she says, I'll be a model. Right? There is nothing wrong in making wishes. Swapna dekhda huncha. But it's not always necessary that you get your wishes. Simone dreams to get a house, White House, with a brass knocker on the front door, leaves fallen from the tree on the lawn, boys playing football, a wonderful, loving, caring husband comes home. She's a successful model. Mostly she's in America, France, Italy in her dream. Sometimes comes home. When she comes home, she cooks food in the kitchen with her daughter. But we know that this is an impossible dream. These American dreamers are getting and sending, giving one message. What? All is well को message के तो 3 इडियट को जिंदगी में कुछ हो जाए chill, give a dash to भन्छ नि मैले बिचको शब्द बोलिन ल बोल्नु हुँदैन कि give a dash to life भन्छ नि बिचमा आफै fill in the blank गर्नु ल. So they are very hopeful, optimistic. They say life will be good. Optimism. The message they get and give is the message of optimism. What is the message? They can do. Remark गरौँ यो जाँचमा आउँछ अमेरिकन ड्रिमर को मेसेज के हो? They can do whatever they want with their lives. They have optimistic attitude towards future. They have believed that progress is not only likely but inevitable. Angela Dawson best expresses this message of American dream. She is 16-year-old high school junior from Southern California. She says, it's your life. You have to live your life. You must decide what you want in high school. You must plan your college education. And from there you can basically get what you want. If you work hard enough, you will get wherever you want to reach. You must be in control of your life, and then somehow it will all work out. इतने ही हो के सर पाँचवटा बारे मान्छे बारे पढ्नुभयो को बेथको नान्ट होइन को पढ्नुहोस् त सुरु गरे बेथको नान्ट एमी मरिसन ज्याक्लिन गोन्जालेज अनि को हो यो एन्जेला डसन अर्को पाठमा जाउँ है त someone is stealing your life. पैसा चोर्छन् लाइफ कसरी चोर्छन् In this essay, Michael Ventura argues that American workers are heavily exploited by their employers. They have no say in the company. They do not get fair portion of the company profit, and they have no power. They get up at 6, go to work, come back at 6. They work 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year for 45 years. And these workers have no say whatsoever about anything in their company. They have no right to speak. Most of them take orders from their boss like slaves. They have no authority over their work in their company. Though American Constitution says that Americans have the right to life, liberty, and happiness, but these American workers have no freedom in their workplace. These American workers are not happy at all because they don't get the job they choose. They take whatever jobs they get because they have a family to support. These American workers are working 24 hours a day, so they are like working machines. They dream to have their own house, by working all the time, but they can never have their house. They dream to have a clean community, but they never have clean community. They dream to educate their children in a good school, but they cannot educate their children in a good school. Why? Because they have no say in their company. But the employers in their company make all the decisions, and many of the decisions made by the employers are not good at all for these workers. So these workers are not happy. Only the employers are happy. Those who work, they are not happy. Only the managers or the owners of companies are happy. These employers earn very little. They cannot start their own business because they have no money. The bank also does not give them loan because the bank does not believe them because they have low credit rating. They cannot do business because they have to compete with other business. To compete with business community, you must use your workers as slaves. You must exploit your workers if you want a businessman. Because in business community, money is everything. Freedom is nothing. Dignity is nothing. Workers' well-being is nothing. Money is everything in business. And these workers don't have any money. How does he know these things? He says he knew these things because he himself worked for almost 10 years as typesetter, as tape transcriber, as proofreader, as messenger, as secretary, as hospital servant, as vacuum cleaner salesman, as jack in the box counter person, as a waiter, as a nail hammerer, as a cement mixer, as a toilet cleaner, as a driver. So, whatever he is writing in this essay is coming from his own experience as a worker in America. He says that if you work for 1 year, you get 15 days paid leave. So if you want 1 year leave, you have to work 26 years. And you will not get that leave as a single chunk. So you spend 45 years in a company and you get nothing. All time is taken by your company. You have no private life. And your company gives you a false illusion of freedom. The company says you are free, but you are never free because you have become a slave of the company. Your company uses you as they want. And you work for 24 hours, 7 days, 52 weeks, 45-year lifelong. What do you get? You get a small check with little salary. If you are lucky, you can get health insurance of your teeth and eyes. You can get enough pension or some profit. But that is not enough to change your life. What does your employer get? Your employer gets everything. Your employer gets a high standard of life. Your employer gets protection for his whole family. Your employer gets everything in the world. What do you get? You get a television and watch television. So, why do owners not get anything? Because Why do workers not get anything? Because workers have no say in the company, because workers have no ownership in the company, because workers get no power in the company. Only owners get everything because they own the company. They own the world. When a CEO works, when an employer works, he gets all the profit. But when a worker works, the employer takes workers' share also. If the workers do not go in the company, nobody will be there because company will close. The employer can do whatever he wants. He can close the company. He can open the company without consulting the workers. The workers take all the trouble, but the workers get nothing. The employer says that I will do whatever I want because I put the money to open the company. The employer says, I am the entrepreneur. I invested all my money. So I will take all decisions. I'll open the company as I want. You worker have no say. Then Michael Ventura says, oh, you put the money, I put my pasina. You put the money, I put my labor. I put my skill. I put my talent. If I don't put my labor, if I don't put my skill, if I don't put my work, if I don't put my talent, nothing will happen in your company. A company cannot be run by only managers and the owners. There must be workers, there must be laborers. But I work all the work, the employer takes all profit. A company cannot run only with money and management. A company cannot live only with money and management. A company needs labor, skill, talent. So only money is not investment. Labor is investment. Skill is investment. Talent is investment. But the employer does not take it as investment. So the workers deserve fair profit. Workers deserve their voice. Workers deserve their share of power. And he says, I learned these things because I also worked for almost 10 years as a worker. So what I'm writing here in this essay is coming from my personal life experience. A worker is not allowed power over his own life. A worker is not allowed to make any decisions in the company. The company takes all the decisions, but company decisions affect workers' life. The future of the worker is in the hands of those people whom the worker does not know. The employer feeds on workers' labor. The employer feeds on workers' life. But the employer takes all power. The employer takes all prerogative right. The employer takes all profit. Workers get no power, no prerogative, no profit. Therefore, the employers are stealing employees' life. The employers are robbing employees' life. The employers are thieves because they are stealing workers' life. The executives, the stockholders, they can't manage the company. They can't run the company. It is the workers who run the company. And if something goes wrong in the company, the executives don't suffer. Stockholders don't suffer. They get the profit. The workers suffer. Workers have no power in fundamental management decisions. They should get power to make fundamental management decisions because workers are the job. There is no job without a worker. Workers are the company. There is no company without worker. If there is no worker, there is nothing. Therefore, every worker deserves a say in the company. Every worker deserves power in the company. Every worker deserves profit in the company. A worker deserves representation in the decision table. If you don't give this right to the workers, you are immoral. You are committing a crime against workers. We cannot tolerate such exploitation. We cannot tolerate the fact that you are getting rich by stealing our lives. We will oppose. कुन सेक्सन हो यो?
त्यही हो सर।
ओ तिम्रो कहाँ त आज त कोर्स त पुरा 90 को रेटमा कुद्यो नि त। तिम्रो निकै पछाडी थियौ, अब आएर बल्ल अरूको बराबर भयो। ओहो, बल्ल आएर अरू क्लासमा मैले यो आवर शेड्युल्स आवर सेल्फ पढाइरहेको छु आज। ल अब कसलाई बोलाएँ मैले भन्दाखेरि आकृति पाण्डे।
Yes, sir.
Read the first paragraph that I have highlighted.
Which one, sir?
स्क्रिनमा हाइलाइट गरिरहेको छु नि मैले। Damn, you are 20 minutes late bara.
Okay, sir. Damn, you're 20 minutes. No more.
Akriti.
Yes, sir.
यसरी पढेको damn, you are 20 minutes break late for the break. हामी यसरी पढ्न damn भने damn भन्दियो तिमीले damn भन्ने हो नि त damn भन्ने हो ल पढ ल पढ आकृति
Yes, sir.
खाना खायो
छैन
यही बार बिस्तारै पढेको कति बेला खाने
अब क्लास सकेपछि
कसले पकाउँछ कसले पकाउँछ भने के
आफै
पकाउने हो
Yes, sir.
मामु होइसेन तिमीसँग
नाइ
कहाँ बस्छौ तिमी धेरै धेरै तिमीलाई गाह्रो रहेछ नि त है आकृति
छैन सर
छैन पकाउन गाह्रो हुन्छ पकाउनु पर्यो भाँडा माल्नु पर्यो दुःख हुन्छ नि त म पनि त्यसरी ल पढ
Damn, you're 20 minutes, no more like half an hour late for your breakfast meeting, which you were hoping to scoot out of early to make an 8:30 seminar across town. And somewhere in there's that conference call. Now at the last minute, you have to be at 9:40 meeting. No way you can miss it. Let's see, the afternoon is totally booked, but you can probably push back your 10:15 appointment and work through lunch. That would do it. Whew. The day has barely begun, and already you are counting the hours until evening, when you can finally go home and happily, gloriously, triumphantly do nothing. You'll skip yoga class, blow off the neighborhood meeting, ignore the piles of laundry, and just relax. Yes, no. Tonight's the night of the concert. You promised Nathan and Mona weeks ago that you would go. Damn.
किन ड्याम भनेको आकृति उले किन ड्याम भनेको
Stressful भयो
frustration भयो नि मलाई what is causing the frustration his life is busy like a hell के बिहान उठ्दा बित्तिकै आधी घण्टा लेट भएछ के ब्रेकफास्ट खान भगवान बिहान उठ्न पाछ नि यार 30 minutes late for the breakfast के and बिहान लेट भएपछि दिनभरि in every work you are late किन because you are trying to do too many things in a day एकदमै बढी काम गर्ने क्या, यता योगा क्लास पनि जाने, नेबर मिटिङमा नि जाने, कन्सर्टमा नि जाने, लन्ड्री पनि सफा गर्ने पर्यो, सेमिनार जानै पर्यो, कन्फरेन्स जानै पर्यो, मिटिङ जानै पर्यो, आफ्टरनुनमा काम छ गर्नै पर्यो, अपइन्टमेन्ट छ गर्नै पर्यो। गड हेल, लाइफ इज हेल। अर्को प्याराफ कसले पढ्नु पर्यो भने विपिन खनाल।
Sir,
विपिन खनाल,
Ajay
रीड
sir,
सेकेन्ड
Ajay.
प्याराफ, पढ सेकेन्ड प्याराफ पढ।
Hmm. Welcome to the Daily Grind circa 2003, a grueling 24 by 7 competition against the clock that leaves even the winners wondering what happened to their lives. Determined and sternly focused, we march through each day obeying the order of our calendars. The idle moment, the reflective pause, serendipity of any sort
No place.
no place in our plans. Stopping to talk to someone or slowing down to appreciate a sunny afternoon will only make you late for your next round of activities. From the minute we rise in the morning, most of us have our day The charted out. The only surprise if
औषधि
we actually get anything done that we had planned before collapsing into bed at night.
हामी सुत्दैन, हामी कोल्याप्स हुँदो रहेछौँ। वी डोन्ट स्लिप कि वी कोल्याप्स। कोल्याप्स हुँदा त मर्ने हो नि। किन कोल्याप्स? बिकज वी वर्क सो मच के। लुक, वी आर कम्पिटिङ अगेन्स्ट घडी। घडी छिटो चल्ने कि हामी छिटो चल्ने? लज्जा। एक दिनमा 24 घन्टा हुन्छ, म 50वटा काम गर्छु, लज्जा। ओ एनी वन्डर लाइफ के भयो? लाइफ हेल भयो। के भयो? लाइफ हेल भयो। प्रेसर भएको छ, सुगर भएको छ, ट्युमर भएको छ, क्यान्सर भएको छ, लाइफ नर्क भएको छ। किन? बिहान 4 बजेबाट काम गरे, बेलुका 12 बजे काम 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 काम, अनि सुत्ने बेलामा चाहिँ बेहोस। So we are slaves of the calendars. We are slaves of our daily plan. We don't have idle moment. खाली समय हामीसँग छैन. We don't have any time to stop and reflect on things. We don't have serendipity. के हो serendipity भनेको? Serendipity means doing something without plan. We have no time to stop and talk to someone. भागा भाग, भागा भाग. We don't have time to appreciate beauty and nature. दिनभरि काम गर्यो, बेलुका ओछ्यानमा सुत्ने होइन, लड्ने हो। ओके, दीप्ति पाण्डे बनी।
Yes, sir.
Read next paragraph.
On the job, in school, at home, increasing numbers of North Americans are virtual slaves to their schedules. Some of what fills our days are onerous of a task or responsibility involving a great deal of effort, trouble, or difficulty. Obligations, some are wonderful opportunities, and most fall in between, but taken together, they add up too much. Too much to do, too many places to be, too many things happening too fast, all mapped out for us in precise quarter-hour allotments on our Palm Pilots or day planners. We are not leading our lives but merely following a designed timetable of duties, commitments, demands, and options. How did this happen? Where is the luxurious leisure that decades of technological progress was supposed to bestow upon us?
पाण्डे, मिस पाण्डे,
Yes, sir.
बोल्दैनौ? के बुझ्यौ त्यो पाठ पढेर, यो प्याराग्राफ पढेर? We have boring work whole day, duties, यहाँ जाऊ, उलाई भेट्ट, यता गर, उता गर. God, too much to do, too many places to be, too many things happening too fast. We are slaves of Palm Pilot, mobile को planner, day planner. Dizzying timetable, आफ्नै काम हेर्दा चक्कर लाग्ने के दिनभरिमा गर्ने काम. Commitments, यहाँ पुग्नु पर्यो. Demands, options, How did this happen? तिमी जन्मिँदाखेरि ड्याड ममले तिमीलाई बिजी क्यालेन्डर दिएर पठाएको त होइन? ओहो रमाइलो छ नि है, लाइफ के भयो, हेल भयो लाइफ। यो त ठ्याक्क मलाई लेखे जस्तो पाठ लाग्यो कि दिवाकर सरलाई। ग्रीष्मा बज्राचार्य,
Yes, sir.
माथि के सोध्यो, हाउ डिड इट ह्यापन भनेको थियो होइन, लाइफ यति बिजी किन भयो? अब यहाँ आन्सर छ, पढ ल।
The isolation of, sir, two paragraph.
देखिएन छ त है।
The isolation of the globalized economy and the accompanying decline of people having any kind of
Not having, ठिक्क पढ न, not having, okay?
decline decline of people not having any kind of say over wages and working conditions is a chief culprit. Folks at the bottom of the socio-economic ladder feel the pain most sharply, holding down 2 or 3 jobs, struggling to pay the bills, working weekends, no vacation time, little social safety net. They often feel out of control about everything happening to them, but even successful professionals, people who seem fully in charge of their destinies, feel the pinch. Doctors, for example, working impossibly crowded schedules under the command of HMOs, feel overwhelmed. Many of them are now seeking union representation, traditionally the recourse of low pay workers.
Oh, so why our life is so busy? Because of fast economy, global economy, right? And because people have no say over their wages and working condition. जति काम गरेर पैसा थोरै आउँछ होइन? हेर त ए किन यस्तो भइरहेछ, लाइफमा चाहिँ हेल किन भयो? किनभने मान्छेले काम गर्छ, कम्पनीमा बोल्न पाउँदैन, एक्सप्लोइटेसन हुन्छ, काम गरे पैसा हुँदैन, अनि काम गरे गर्नु पर्यो नि त। नभए त राम्रो स्यालेरी पाउने भए थोरै कामले पुग्छ नि। बिल गेट्स संसारकै पैसा लिएर बस्ने, मान्छे खान पार मर्ने, हेर त। डक्टर्स आर सो बिजी, हैरान छ बिचरा है। देयर इज नो सोशल सेफ्टी, किन यस्तो भइरहेछ? देयर इज नो सोशल सेफ्टी। पिपल थिंक their life is not in their control. Nothing is in their control, right? Okay, even doctors, right? They are working impossible crowded schedule. डक्टरहरु त बिहान 6 बजे हस्पिटल पुग्छ, राति 12 बजे काम गरेर आउँछ, right? People have got 2 or 3 job, 3टा जब गरेपछि बल्ल खान पुग्छ। लुक किन यस्तो भइरहेछ? एउटा काम गरेर पुग्दैन। Working conditions are poor, wage is poor, salary is poor, there is no union representation, हैन? ल अर्को, अब 5 मिनट छ, यो भ्याउँछ। जलमानन्द,
Yes, sir.
read the next paragraph.
The onslaught of new technology, which promised to set us free, has instead ratcheted up the rhythms of everyday life. Cell phones, emails, and laptop computers instill expectations of instantaneous action. While such direct communication can loosen our schedule in certain instances, it's easier to shift around an engagement on short notice. Overall, they fuel the trend that every minute must be accounted for. It's almost impossible to put duties behind you now, when the boss or the committee chair can call you at a rap show or sushi restaurant, and documents can be emailed to you on vacation in Banff or Thailand. If you are never uh, th- out of the loop, then are you ever not working?
मेरो छोरो बिदामा घर आउँछ, बिदे त वर्षमा 10 दिन पनि हुँदैन। त्यही 10 दिनको बिदामा नि घर आयो भने बसले दिउँसै फोन गर्छ, बेलुकै राति नै 12-10 पनि फोन गर्छ, यो काम गर भन्छ, अनि ल्यापटप खोलेर काम गर्छ के बुझाएँ मैले? वर्करलाई यसरी बाँध्या हुन्छ कि वर्कर पानी मुनि गए पनि त्यो इम्प्लोयरले काम गराइछाड्छ कि। हामी किन बिजी छौँ? एउटा त न्यू टेक्नोलोजीले गर्दाखेरि लुक होइन, यसले के गर्छ भन्दाखेरि सेलफोन फोन बोक्नुहोस्, बसले जति बेला पनि तपाईँलाई कल गर्छ, जहाँबाट पनि कल गर्छ। इमेल तपाईँ काम गर्दैन भन्नुहोस्, मेलमा आउँछ असाइनमेन्ट। ल्यापटप छ, छिटो काम गर्नु पर्यो भन्ने हुन्छ। हेर्नुहोस् है, कम्प्युटर अहिले मैले किन पढाइरहनु परिरहेछ? टेक्नोलोजी भएर नभए आनन्द सुतिरहेको हुन्थेँ नि म। इन्टरनेट नभएको भए म घरमा सुतिरहेको हुन्थेँ नि। किन यसरी मरिमरि काम गर्नु परिरहेको छ यो लकडाउनमा? किनभने टेक्नोलोजी छ, राइट? वी अल वान्ट टु डु मिनट चुटकीमा काम गर्न खोज्ने के, छिटो काम गर्ने एकदमै। देन इट्स बिकज अफ डाइरेक्ट कम्युनिकेसन लाइक दिज होइन। यसले के गरेछ? इट हेज लुज एन्ड आवर सेड्युल होइन। अनि इङ्गेजमेन्ट अन सर्ट नोटिस, एसएमएस गरेर बोलाइदिने, अफिसमा फोन गरेर बोलाइदिने, तुरुन्तै बोलाइदिने, भर्खर आऊ भन्ने। एभ्री मिनट मस्ट बी अकाउन्ट फर, मिनट काम गर्ने गराउने के। इम्पोसिबल टु पुट ड्युटिज बिहाइन्ड यु नाउ। ड्युटी छोडी नमिल्ने, बसले समातिहाल्छ जहाँ गए पनि। कहाँ भाग्नुहुन्छ? मोबाइल फोन त जहाँ पनि हुन्छ होइन। द बस अर कमिटी चेयर क्यान कल यु एट अ ऱ्याप सो, सुसी रेस्टो। तपाईँ ऱ्याप सो हेर्नु भएको छ, रेस्टुरेन्टमा खाजा खाएर हेर्नु भएको छ, फोनको घन्टी बज्छ, फोन उठा, यो काम गर भन्छ बसले। अब खाने कि काम गर्ने? यो मेल गर त मलाई भन्छ। तपाईँ भ्याकेसनमा थाइल्यान्ड जानुभएको छ, आनन्द घुम्नुभएको छ सी बिचमा, त्यही फोन आउँछ। सो यु आर नेभर आउट अफ दि लुप। ल हामी यहीँनिर मात्रै रोक्छौँ आजलाई, भोलि यहाँबाट सुरु गर्छौँ है त। थ्याङ्क यू,
Sir.
हेभ ए ह्याप्पी डे।
You too, sir. Thank you.
सुन्नुहोस् भाइ बहिनी हो, हेलो
Hazur, sir.
सबैलाई भने मैले होल क्लासलाई एउटा काम तुरुन्त गर्नुहोस् त, एकदम अर्जेन्ट काम। तपाईँहरू सबैजनाले मेरो फेसबुकमा फ्रेन्ड रिक्वेस्ट पठाउनुहोस् तुरुन्तै। किन यस्तो गर्नुपर्ने भयो भन्दाखेरि तपाईँलाई यो कपी चेक गर्न बोलाउनु पर्ने भयो मैले 1 by 1, मसँग तपाईँको लिङ्क छैन। त्यो तपाईँले तुरुन्तै अहिले तत्काल 1 घन्टाभित्रै मेरो फेसबुकमा रिक्वेस्ट पठाउनुहोस्, दिवाकर उपाध्याय अराल भन्नेमा, या अप्सनली मेरो मोबाइल नम्बर 9843325431। फेरि भने टिप्नुहोस्, सबैले टिप्नुहोस्, 9843325431। यसमा के गर्नुहोस् भने तपाईँको नाम र तपाईँको सेक्सन लेखेर एसएमएस गर्नुहोस्। तपाईँको नम्बर त त्यही माथि आउँछ, अनि म चाहिँ मेरो मोबाइलमा सेभ गर्छु। र मैले अब अघि दिउँसो अहिले 12 बजे पछाडि म तपाईँलाई 1 by 1 एकजनालाई 1 घन्टा टाइम दिने गरी तपाईँको कपी छलफल गर्न बोलाउँछु। दुईवटा काम तुरुन्तै गर्नुहोस् तत्काल। एउटा फेसबुकमा रिक्वेस्ट पठाउने, अर्को मेरो नम्बर 9843325431मा तपाईँको नाम र सेक्सन लेख्ने। म त्यो नम्बर सेभ गर्छु र म तपाईँलाई बोलाउँछु कपी छलफल गर्नलाई। ठिक छ? हेलो,
Hazur, sir.
हुन्छ सर,
धन्यवाद
हुन्छ सर।
धन्यवाद धन्यवाद।
Sir.
हेलो हेलो